helping my spouse heal from my intimacy anorexia. That's what we're going to talk about today. This is going to be really significant if you are an intimacy anorexic and you really care and want to be a positive influence in your spouse's healing and recovery. So stay tuned. Now, if you have not subscribed to our channel, hit that button. If you have a question, go ahead and put it in the box and we'll get to it as soon as possible. Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about helping my spouse heal from my intimacy anorexia. Now, if you're an intimacy anorexic, you're withholding spiritually, emotionally, sexually from your spouse. You're too busy, you blame, you withhold love, praise, spiritually, sexually. You know, difficulty sharing your feelings, use anger or silence. You're critical. Your spouse feels like a roommate. And if you're watching this and you've already identified yourself as an intimacy anorexic, not only do you know that you've been in pain, but you've caused pain. You caused the pain of being married and alone. You caused the pain of your spouse feeling less than or unwanted or ugly or unattractive or unneeded, unloved. They've been starved and they have impacts, huge amount of impact from this. As a matter of fact, the research we did in our partner betrayal trauma book and DVD shows statistically, 140 women went through batteries of tests before and after. They experienced infidelity, sexual addiction from their male spouse, or intimacy anorexia. And now you would think these are three populations and the scores would be varied. They were generally within 1% of each other. So as an intimacy anorexic, you caused the same amount of pain as someone who was cheating or someone who was porn addicted. Now, you might be thinking, gosh, I didn't do any of that. Why should they be in pain? Because it's not the what, it's the who. You said you would marry them, and as an intimacy anorexic, you stayed married to yourself. Well, that's painful when you're trying to be married to someone who's married to them. And it causes a lot of pain. So this DVD and workbook of helping my spouse heal from my intimacy anorexia can give you a really clear roadmap on the roadblocks that are going to prevent you from being successful. Because I've been working with intimacy anorexics for over 3 decades. I know the heart and how they think, the processes they go through. So I help you get those roadblocks out of the way as early in recovery as possible so your spouse can heal. Then I spend more time giving you proactive tools, many of which are not in any other material, that you can apply to help your spouse begin to heal, to be there for them in their hurt, their anger, how to understand them, how to go through the process of healing with them. And so if you're an intimacy anorexic, I strongly recommend you get this, you work through the workbook and share this with your recovery group, share this with your spouse as you're going through it. You can become a rock star, not just in your own recovery, but in helping and facilitating the healing of your spouse. Now, you can't make them heal, you can't make them choose recovery, but you don't have to be the same problem you've been, and you can be part of the solution just by authentically knowing how to help your spouse heal. So, if you've not subscribed to our channel, please do that. If you have a question, I'm happy to respond to that. But I really strongly encourage you, if you're an intimacy anorexic, this is a very important tool in your toolkit, and get it as soon as possible.